looked at it.
No? Okay, so here, I just pulled it up now. Actually, pretty good one. So we got a strength component. Oh my goodness, and we got Sarah.
Wow, yay.
I was saying, Nicole, we went from...
I thought I was going to be alone again.
I know, see that? Gets picked up here. All right, so again, what we got going on, ladies, are strength component wise. Again, hopefully you guys can see this. 5 sets every 3.5 minutes. We're going for 8 per side, single leg Romanian deadlift. So whether you have a barbell, dumbbell, or bands, either option will be fine. I'll go over all those for you guys. Then we're going for 8 per side of a single arm bent over row. Again, I'll help you out with some variations if need be. And then we're going for 10 per side of a plank leg abduction. So all that is, when you're in a plank, whether it's from the hands or elbows, and if these are your feet, you take one foot out to the side, come back, other foot out, come back, and then you go back and forth with your feet. But again, I'll show you what that looks like. Most people this morning, the 3.5 minutes was somewhat tight. So you're going to have to be moving, not fast, but at a good, like, moving pace through it. You can use the entire 3 minutes because it necessarily doesn't matter too much if you finish these 10 planks right at the 3.5 minute mark, because then you're just going to start back from the top again. So rest wise, definitely not the end of the world. Once we are done that, we're then into our Metcon today, which is 4 rounds of 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off of a jumping lunge, a plank toe tap, cross body mountain climbers, and then an alternating knee tuck up. So a lot of core. The goal as best you can is hopefully move for as close to the full 45 seconds as you can. Obviously, if you need a quick break in between each movement, that is fine. But the goal will be to hopefully just move as best you can for the 45 seconds. I will go over all of these movements just because the plank toe tap, mountain climber, and alternating knee tuck ups we haven't done a ton of. So I'll just make sure that everyone is good there. But any questions or concerns, with any of that to start? Cool. All right. So what we're going to do to start for warm-up is this here. So since there's not really any like rep ranges or how many rounds of this, we're going to aim for 2 light rounds of a laying overhead arm sweep, which I'll show you what that looks like. Inchworm, scap push-up, bootstrappers. So first thing we're going to do is just laying on your side. The one where if your hips and shoulders are stacked, you're going to have arm coming all the way around into that lower back, and then reverse that motion coming all the way back to starting position. We'll go for 5 on one side, 5 on the other.
Is it bad that this is hurting?
I love driving stick and I miss it.
It's so much fun. Once you guys are done that, we're just going to go for 5 just straight up regular inchworms. So don't worry about this word complex here. Just go for 5 inchworms for me. Once you guys are done that, we're just gonna go for 5 to 10 scap push-ups. So again, whether it's a full push-up or from your knees, does not matter to me. The main goal is that arms stay straight, pull shoulder blades together, push back out, and just going for 5 to 10 nice controlled scap push-ups. Last but not least, we're gonna go for 5 bootstrappers. So again, bottom position of our squat, hang out for a second or two, straighten the legs, reach for the toes, another couple seconds there. We'll just go for 5 of those. Once you guys are done that, we'll just go one more time through that whole thing. So just laying back on your side, going for another set of 5, see Andrea, of the T-spine arm sweeps. So just back on your side, 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Again, no need to rush when you guys are done that one. Just going for another 5 of the inchworms. Once you guys are done that, again, it's going for another 5 to 10 of these scap push-ups. Again, kneeling, full push-up. You can literally even do it from a standing position if that's the easiest way for you to feel yourself get active through the shoulders. But once you are done those inchworms, another 5 to 10 scap push-ups. Nice, ladies. And then again, once you're done that, just went for one last set of 5 of your bootstrappers. Same thing. Give yourself a good couple seconds in each position. Bottom of the squat, legs straight. Feel the stretch in both of those. Another 5 bootstrappers. Okay, so let me go over these movements super quick for you guys. I think for the most part, everyone is okay with it, but again, just to make sure everyone's on the same page. So single leg Romanian deadlift. Let me see if I pin myself. I think it makes me a little bit bigger for just you guys to see me. So for this single leg deadlift, doesn't matter if you're using a barbell, a dumbbell, or 2 dumbbells. The main goal is that we keep it a nice flat back, loading up hamstring and glutes. So what you kind of want to think or see when you're doing this, let's just say, for example, I'm using 1 dumbbell. Whichever leg is going back, that's the one that you're going to want to hold on to. So from there, you're going to hinge, getting yourself to come as low to the floor as you can, squeeze the butt, come to full extension, dropping down, come back up. Only difference if you're using 2 dumbbells is obviously you just hold out in front like so. If you're using a barbell, same kind of thing. Weight-wise, I would say it's definitely not going to be anything crazy heavy. I would rather you focus a lot more on staying controlled as you're going through that hinge. When you are hinging, don't try to just have shoulders come to the floor. Almost think reaching your hips back. One other thing I said this morning, if no matter what, you feel like when you lift your foot, you lose your balance and you can't actually get a good hinging happening, hopefully you can see this, just set yourself up so that your feet stay on the ground. You're in like a staggered stance. And then from there, you hinge as low as you can and then squeeze and come back up. So you always keep that back foot on the floor. So if the foot leaving the ground feels like it's really throwing you off, keep your back foot down and just go for like a split stance deadlift. For the bent over row, again, if you only have a barbell, just do 8 double-handed rows. If we have a dumbbell, we can go for a bent over row with a single hand. So again, you would just hinge slightly forward, shoulder down and back, pull up to the side, control back down. If you wanted to put your hand on like a bench or a chair and kind of get into a slight lunge position, that's also cool. And then again, for these plank abductions, hopefully I can get everyone to see my feet in here. So basically all you're doing, you're in a plank position, you take one foot out to the side, come back, go to the opposite side, come back, and then you're rotating back and forth for 10 per side, so 20 total reps. The main goal with that one is that you're trying to keep your core locked in the whole time, not let your butt pike up, and you're trying to stay as flat as you can as you're rotating through. So what we'll do, let's just say a quick like 4 to 5 minutes here now for you guys to test these movements out, make sure it's feeling good. If you have any questions, let me know, I'll help you out. And then I'll set the clock over here for that 3.5 minute window. And in that 3.5 minutes, you're trying to hit your deadlifts, your bent over row, and your plank leg abductions. So any questions, let me know.
Quick question, with the bent over row, do you want us using barbell or handheld?
So technically, if you have them, I would say go dumbbell, so that way you can go 8 on one side and then 8 on the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, in terms of timing, the 3.5 minutes, not that it's tight, you just have to move kind of from one movement to the next without taking too much rest. And then as you're doing your reps, they don't have to be fast per se, but you're not going too slow and controlled as you're going through. And then again, for the single leg deadlifts, don't get caught up in how far forward you're bending. Focus more on kind of reaching your foot and hips back to feel more in the hamstring and glute. Okay, so I think from the looks of it, it looks like we're pretty much all set and ready to go here. So again, the clock is set 3.5 minutes to get all this work in. We're going 8 per side of our single leg Romanian deadlift, 8 per side of our single arm bent over row, and then 10 per side of our plank leg abduction. Again, for the bent over row, flat back, loading up hamstring and glute. Those are our two main things. For the single arm row, making sure we're keeping those shoulders down and back, and then getting a nice big pull from the lat. And then for our plank abduction, doing our best to stay in that flat plank position as our feet move out to the side and not letting our butt start to pike up, or where you start to like arch through the back as you're holding that plank. If you fall off the timing a little bit, also not the end of the world, but just do what you can to hopefully get all this work in that 3.5 minute window. All right, let's start this bad boy off here. We'll go for our first set in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So 8 per side of our single leg Romanian deadlift. As low as you can, feel the back of the leg turning on. And again, if you really feel like you're losing your balance, just keep that back foot on the floor and focus on that hinge. But so far, I jinxed you, Sarah. I'm sorry. I was going to say everyone's looking good. And then other things you can do too, if your weights are super light, you can totally slow it down a touch, just so you feel it a bit more and get some more time under tension as you're going through those 8 reps. Nicole, if you want, even hinge forward a little bit more, so bend a bit more, yeah, and then try to hold that position as you're rowing. We got just under 2 minutes still to get all this work in. Good job, ladies. Still got a full minute. All right, ladies, 15 seconds back to the top. Everyone looked great in that first one. So basically now it's hopefully hanging on to that same quality of the movement as we're going through. So our second set coming up in 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Again, sure, in a perfect world, we're kind of getting as close to the floor with those dumbbells or kettlebells as we can. But again, just getting as low as you can while feeling yourself staying locked and loaded. Yeah, that's better, Nicole. Nice. Nice, Jocelyn, good. Same, Sarah, looking good. Just under a minute left. Nice job. 2 of 5 down. So we're going into set 3 here, starting off in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. So third set, single leg deadlift to start. Everyone's still looking solid. Yeah. And then again, for those of you that are having back foot coming off, definitely don't be afraid to have the foot hit the floor each time you come back to the stance to kind of regain yourself. That's it, ladies. 3 down, 2 to go.
Three to go or two? I thought it was 5 sets.
What did I just say?
3 to go.
Oh, fuck. 3 down, 2 to go.
No, okay.
Nicole, I'm glad you're listening because I'm not even listening to myself apparently. Jeez. What's this? Ow!
It's a heart rate monitor. It's being full saturated readouts.
Whenever you guys are ready, 4th set, second last one.
Your resting rate's 56. Your SpO2 counts 97. You're good.
Wow, look at this fancy little thing.
It's 20. Go, 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 go.
Nice, guys.
As I learn how to use it. More of the instructions later.
So you guys still got 1.5 minutes for this set here. And then again, since our next one is the last round, you can totally take the full 3.5 minutes if you need it. Take a little extra rest depending on if one movement is starting to feel tougher than the others. But still got 1 minute for this set and then into our last one.
What in the world are those?
Hi, Jenny. What's that?
Tree.
I have one. Ooh. Sharing. Sharing is caring.
Of course. All right.
15 seconds. Final final round coming up. Again, you have the full 3 minutes or 3.5 minutes, sorry, so no need to rush. Whenever you ladies are ready, final rounds. Don't mind me, Jenny brought in a muffin, so I'm gonna eat that. Sarah, if you can tighten your back up a little bit more. So almost think like a little bit more flat back. Yeah, there you go. Yep. And then big pull. Nice.
Those leg abduction things, where are you supposed to feel that? Because I didn't really feel it anywhere.
So it's just supposed to, like, in a sense, so it's still core, and then what it's doing is making your plank slightly harder because then you're somewhat coming off of balance each time. So it's not like maybe a little bit more through the glutes, but it won't be anything major. It's like making the plank a touch harder, and then a little bit of a glute burn from the leg moving.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think you guys want to hear the phone ringing. Beauty. Good stuff, ladies. Yeah, you guys all look solid there. That was good. So we now have a good like 7-8 minutes if we need it to take a quick break, transition for our Metcon. So again, what we got going on here, 4 rounds, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. The 45 seconds will definitely add up, especially for the plank toe touch, the crossbody mountain climbers, and the alternating knee ups. It's a lot of core and shoulders. So let's just quickly go over each movement here. So jumping lunges, we got a couple options we can go off of here. So in a perfect world, our jumping lunge would be where knee starts on the floor, we jump, switch legs, and then just alternate back and forth for the 45 seconds. If the jump is too much, you can actually do a jump back and down and then step forward, jump back, step forward, or keep it nice and simple and just go for an alternating reverse lunge. That is also legit. Plank toe touch, nothing crazy here. You're basically starting in the top of a plank position each time. You sink back, reach for the opposite toe, come back to starting, push and reach, come back. So the goal is that each time you come back to the push-up position, and then when you sink back into that downward dog, you're trying your best to tap your toe. If you can't actually hit, that's fine. The main goal is that you're staying in that plank position every time you come back to it. Cross-body mountain climber. Again, hopefully we can see. Top of push-up again. This time now, knee comes to opposite elbow, knee comes to opposite elbow, and you're going back and forth. Again, if that's almost too much for you, or you can hit, couple options. You just try to get that knee as far across as you can. Don't stress if you can't actually hit your elbow, or you just simply make it a regular mountain climber. That's also totally legit. And then the last one, alternating tuck-ups. Hopefully you can see, on your back, kind of in a hollow body position. One knee comes up, you hug the knee, other one comes up, and you're just alternating back and forth for the 45 seconds as best you can. So let's just say, I don't know, again, a quick like 5 minutes here. You can test these movements out. If there's any questions with them, let me know. I can help you out there too. But we'll get this thing rocking in just a few minutes. I can't make oh, sorry. I make a joke. I'm out of shape, man. I can't even demo anymore.
I have a question about mountain climbers.
Yes.
So my knee with regular mountain climbers or with crossbody comes nowhere close to touching my elbow.
This is fine, yeah.
So like, I don't know if like, should I do something else instead, or should I do them and just like I don't like, it's not core for me. Like I don't feel it in my core. It's my shoulders that get fatigued.
Okay, which is still isn't a bad thing. So I would say then do a regular mountain climber. Try to get as high up as you can. And what you can almost think about or like to help activate as much core as possible, but it's also big time like hip flexor too. All you'll try to do is just focus on like squeezing from the core to get the knee coming up. So rather than just like letting the knee kind of fall or pull forward, you're gonna actively try to bring that knee up as high as you can. Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
again, don't stress about it hitting. Just try to think you're pulling it up as far as you can. And then, yeah, it'll be a good shoulder and kind of core chest burn still from holding that position, but don't worry about coming across your body.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
One more question that is not really related, but you
Yeah.
have an Apple Watch, right?
Yes.
So what do you, like when you work out, do you just do high intensity interval training? Is that what you put it under?
It's something, it varies for me. So if I'm doing something where I know it's more of like an AMRAP-y style where you're kind of constantly moving, I'll usually do cross train. And then if it's something like this where it has like built-in rests, that's when I'll usually do the high intensity interval, because generally you're getting the heart rate up and it comes down a little bit.
I don't even have cross training as an option.
Oh, so if you look, I forget if I was on my phone or on here, where there's like something that's like more options and you can like scroll through.
Oh, maybe add workout.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah.
Add one. Okay. But for this, you would do high intensity interval?
Yes.
Okay. Thanks.
No worries. It's funny. I don't even know why. Like, I don't ever go back and check. I don't know why. I track everything, but I've never gone back and looked. I don't know why.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't think like my Apple Watch is new, but like when I had my Polar Watch, like I never really like went and looked back.
I mean,
But
yeah.
I did it to like meet my daily targets, right? Like I
True.
set daily targets. So I guess I do it just to like have the joy of being
I was
like,
saying, it's almost like, yeah, totally.
target.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, ladies. So yeah, we'll stay like another minute or two here. Last minute touches, last minute questions.
I have a meeting at 1, so you might see me fly off really quickly, but
Okay.
thank you.
No worries. Okay, so let's get this show on the road here. So 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off. 45 seconds may not sound like a lot, but when you're doing one movement for that long, it definitely adds up. So again, either trying to find a pace that hopefully you can keep moving for the full 45 seconds, or move for about 20, take a quick break, finish the 45 seconds off. Jumping lunges, plank toe touch, crossbody mountain climber, alternating knee ups. I will remind you guys where you're going for each movement. And again, lunges wise, if that becomes too much, air squats or a little jump squat is also totally cool if need be. Everyone think they're ready to go? Little thumbs up, we're good. All right, ladies, let's get this show on the road here. So we'll start our first set of lunges in 10 seconds. Have fun. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. 45 seconds, jumping lunges or regular lunges whenever you are ready. Again, you can always start off jumping, go into regular lunges if you feel like you're dying off. 2, 1, and rest it out. Quick 15 seconds. Again, next one is our plank toe touch. So plank position, sinking back in a downward dog, doing what you can to touch the foot, but don't stress if you can't. 1, and go for it. Your main goal is that each time you come back down, you're trying to set yourself right back into that plank position. So hips and shoulders should be flat. This is a pretty big shoulder burn, especially going into the crossbody mountain climber next. So don't be afraid of a quick break. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1, and go for it. Or should I rest it out? Oh, losing it. 3, 2, 1. Cross-body mountain climbers. Again, if you can't hit your knee, that is fine. Just try to get as far as you can. And if it feels too much for you, then just doing a regular mountain climber is also cool. Nice job, ladies. We got 10 more seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Three, 2, 1. Go for it. Knee tuck ups. Again, it's kind of a mix of like a crunch and a knee raise or a knee to chest. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1. Rest it out. Nice job, ladies. One round down. So now that you kind of have a feel for it too, if you end up dropping off a couple reps, not the end of the world. The goal as best you can, hopefully maintain what you just did. 2, 1, go for it. Round number 2. Yeah, again, slowing that pace down a little bit. You can or need to. Three, 2, 1. Rest it out. Three, 2, 1. Go for it. Plank toe touch. Two, 1. Rest it out. Good job, ladies. Mountain climbers coming up next. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Cross body mountain climbers. Same thing. I know this is getting a lot on the shoulders. So if you have to take a quick second to shake it out, then get back into it, that is cool. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Back into our tuck ups in 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Alternating knee tuck ups. Again, doing what you can here to move that full 45 seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Good job, ladies. 2 down, 2 to go here. Back to the top. Lunges again. 2, 1. Go for it. Again, either turning it into a stationary lunge if you need to, jumping lunge if you can. Worst case scenario, air squats. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Two, 1. Go for it. Plank toe touch. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Great job, ladies. Again, I know getting into the mountain climbers right after this one is definitely challenging on the shoulders. So take a quick shakeout if you need it during that 45 seconds, but try your best to hang on as best you can. Go for it. Cross body mountain climbers. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Knee tuck ups. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Again, trying to hang on for that full 45 as best you can. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Here we go, ladies. Last time through, so just one more time at each of these stations. This is kind of where I want you to dig deep. Hopefully, if you fell off a little bit, keeping yourself for the full 45. Whenever you're ready, last set of lunges. Nice save, Sarah. There you go, Jocelyn. Stick with it. You got it, Nicole. Last time, 15 seconds. 2, 1. Rest it out. Two, one. Here we go. Plank toe touches. Again, doing what you can to hold on. Last time with this one. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Rest it out. Again, shake those arms out. Cross body mountain climber next. Three, 2, 1. Go for it. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. Rest it out. Here we go, ladies. Final 45 seconds of work. Doing what we can. Get that full 45 in. Knee tuck-ups. 3, 2, 1. Go for it. Final 45. Nice job, guys. Try to hang on 15 more seconds, couple more reps. 10. Couple more. 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice job, ladies. Survived.
See ya, thanks.
Yeah, Sarah, good job today. How was it, Jocelyn? Survive?
I survived it.
That's not bad, eh?
The belly's getting in the way, though.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Oh,
No. I've got something going on my stomach, so it's like everything's going there.
yeah, I know. That's all right, though. Hey, did it. Fired it up. Nicole, nice job. How'd it go?
Thanks.
No worries. See you, Jocelyn. Great job today.
Yeah.
It was hard.
I know, eh?
I did semi jumping lunges, which
I
I've
saw that, yeah. Like jumped back and then stepped up.
well, that's how I started.
Hmm.
And then I did a jump back and a jump in, but instead of like switching right away, like I came parallel.
Gotcha. Yeah, yeah.
Like I would go like jump out, jump together.
Yes.
And then
Jump up.
so I wasn't like switching because I just wasn't comfortable doing that.
No, totally, but that's a great way to start it for sure.
So
Yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
It was tough. I only got like 10 reps in, but
Still, yeah, no, that's good. I think that's a good
Was-
way to at least progress you to hopefully get into those jumping a little bit more. So
Yeah.
That's legit, man.
perfect. Well, thank
Good
you so
job
much.
today. We'll see you tomorrow. You on tomorrow?
Yeah, I am.
Very cool. I will see you then.
Okay, thanks, Ernie.
See you, Nicole.
Bye.